guys, my name is ADC and welcome to a brand new series which I sort of have been unofficially doing called ADC Draws FighterZ. And I figured I might as well make this into a series because I love the FighterZ artwork. I think it's great. And yeah, I mean, I guess it's fighters. I don't know how you want to say it, but to each their own. Yeah, I think the references are great, and I had to draw some of these, and I have done a couple in the past, which I'll throw a description link. Butchered that. I'll throw a link in the description down below so you guys can check out my previous installments. But we'll officially make this like episode 1 or something. I don't know. Shh. So yeah, Vegito enters. Yeah, it's a great reference. It was a great source material. I'll throw the reference up on screen now so you can see it. And you know, at the end of the video, you can check out a comparison to see side by side and see which one you like better. You know, probably the source material, but I tried to add my own flair to this. And yeah, so I'm gonna ramble on a little bit here, guys. And if you don't want to listen to me, then feel free to just, you know, throw on some music and enjoy the rest of the video, or skip to the end and see the results. But if you don't want to listen to me, I got a few things to say about this drawing, and I've also got some stuff to tell you about, like, you know, how you can get a request in for me to do something in the next video, or, you know, the things that I'm using here. So yeah, stick around for that. And yeah, so I changed it up a little bit. I added blue hair instead of the black because I thought it was a bit bland just having like jet black hair with no shading or anything, and I could have added shadows to the hair and stuff. But yeah, I wanted to go with the blue because I thought I could add electric, and I like to add electric in all my drawings, and you guys have seen it. I love adding electric. It's sort of like my thing. I like it. So I put it in there, and I changed up the smoke a little bit. I changed up the shadows. I added some highlights. Did a few little changes here and there. I also kept the background solid black. I could have added, you know, characters in the background or things like that, but this project has already taken me quite a few days now, and the reason being, obviously, I'm working a full-time job, so drawing is very difficult to come by. So yeah, I draw when I can, and I didn't want this piece to drag on too long, so I tried to speed up a little bit and try to be a little bit faster. And where did that come from? So yeah, I just tried to speed up a little bit, and hopefully it came out nice. I mean, I like the results. I think Vegito himself looks great. So yeah, I do hope you enjoy it. Things that I used, pro markers and brush markers were pretty much all I used. A Sharpie for the background. I didn't record that because it was just me scribbling the background black, so there was like nothing to record. But yeah, pro markers and brush markers. People ask me where do I get them from. I now get them from a local store. Just found out does them. So you guys won't be able to get it from there unless you sort of live near me, in which case hi. But yeah, you can get it from Amazon and, you know, online somewhere. They were quite cheap, actually. They're cheaper than Copics and things, so that's why I get pro markers or brush markers. And to be honest, I prefer them. I think their coverage is better. The pigment is better. Everything is better about them, in my opinion. And I haven't had any real issues. Some of the dark colors of pro marker, really, there's only 2 colors, like the Indigo Blue and one of the purples. It sort of like spits a little bit when you're scratching, so you just have to be a bit careful on how hard you use it. But other than that, there's no problems, and you don't get the issue like you do with Copics, which is like a sort of prolific kind of issue people deal with, the leaking. And, you know, there's nothing worse than sort of like being into a project and then having one of the pens leak at the end. And this isn't a video to bash on Copics because they're great pens. And I especially like the design of them because they feel nice in your hand when you're sort of drawing. So I do like the design of them. And I admit pro markers are a little bit bigger and maybe not as comfortable, but I don't really feel, you know, too restricted or held back by them. But I have to nitpick on both, don't I, to be fair. But yeah, I do prefer these. So that's what I'd recommend. The paper I'm using here is just a store brand sketchbook. So I can't really tell you where to get this from because you won't be able to get it unless you live here again. So there's no point. But sketch paper. I mean, the paper for me doesn't really matter. I usually use cartridge paper anyway because it's cheap and the results are fine. I don't really get much bleeding with it. And the reason I don't really get much bleeding is because I use... I'm talking about like outside the lines. Within the lines you get maybe some bleeding, but you can sort of control it with the brush tips of the brush markers. But yeah, I use uni pins, and I'll put all of this in the description, guys, because I know it's rambling on. So I'll put all of the colors I used in the description, all of that stuff, if I can remember it, because there's a lot of colors I use. So I'll put them in the description. Hopefully you guys can find it all out. But yeah, you know, I've rambled on enough. Enjoy the rest of the video, if I'm not already at that point. But yeah, I hope you like the results. Let me know what you think about it. And if you guys have a reference you want me to do, or you find a reference, or you want me to do something, or whatever it is, then contact me on Twitter. It's ADC Art Attack, and you know, that's pretty much my handle for everything. So yeah, just tag me in something, share something. Please make sure that it's of a high quality. If it's like blurry, things like that, it sort of makes it difficult. And yeah, just make sure it's of a high quality and anything. You know, it doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter what character it is. I don't really care what character it is. It's just part of the FighterZ drawing series. So, you know, it doesn't matter. I'm not biased or prejudiced to any characters. So it's just kind of, yeah, tag me in whatever you want me to do, guys. And we'll see what we do in the next video. Alright, so with that being said, guys, enjoy the rest of your day or enjoy the rest of your night, wherever the time may be, wherever you are. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.